It's meal prep day again, so let's meal prep healthy breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner that will get you 100 grams of protein per day. This time I'm meal prepping just for myself since my boyfriend is on a work trip and I'm meal prepping for 3 days. Let's start by going to the grocery store to get some ingredients. You guys asked for more savory breakfast recipes, so I'm making a breakfast casserole. First, I'm cracking 9 eggs into a bowl. Then I add a pinch of salt and pepper and some chili flakes. Then I pour the mixture into a lightly greased glass container. This one is so convenient because I can bake it and store it in the same container. Then I add some chives on top and some turkey, bell peppers, chopped spinach, and lastly some low-fat shredded cheese. Then I bake it at 180 Celsius degrees, 350 in Fahrenheit for about 25 to 30 minutes. After it has cooled down a little bit, I cut it into pieces. This is such an easy and tasty breakfast idea. I reheat this in the morning and serve it with some oat bread. For lunch, I'm making Greek-style salad jars. For the dressing, I mix together juice of half a lemon, 3 tablespoons of garlic-infused olive oil, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, 1 teaspoon of oregano, and a pinch of salt and pepper. Then I divide the dressing into 3 jars. I cooked some chicken with garlic-infused olive oil and seasoned it with salt, pepper, and oregano. And then I add the chicken to the bottom of the jars. Then I add about half a cup of cooked quinoa into each jar. Quinoa is a good source of fiber and it also contains some protein. Next, I add some grape tomatoes and cucumber. Salad jars are the best way to meal prep salads because the dressing is in the bottom so the veggies stay nice and fresh and won't get soggy. Then I'm adding a handful of Kalamata olives and some feta. And lastly, I add some bell pepper. Before serving, I just mix all the ingredients together. For a snack, I'm making high-protein blueberry oatmeal bars. First, I mash 2 bananas. Then I add some non-fat Greek yogurt. The one I use has 13 grams of protein per 100 grams. Next, I add oats and vegan vanilla protein powder, baking powder, and ground cardamom. If you don't have cardamom, you can replace it with a teaspoon of cinnamon. Then I just stir until combined. Lastly, I fold in 1 cup of frozen wild blueberries. Then I spread the batter into a baking dish lined with parchment paper. If you like, you can sprinkle more blueberries on top. I bake it at 180 Celsius degrees, 350 in Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes. After it has cooled down a little bit, I cut it into pieces. These bars are super moist and so yummy. I store them in an airtight container in the fridge. For dinner, I'm making salmon with roasted vegetables. I drizzle some garlic-infused olive oil on top of the vegetables, and then I add a pinch of salt. I bake the vegetables at 200 Celsius degrees, 390 in Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes. Next, I drizzle some olive oil and lemon juice on top of the salmon pieces. Then I add a mix of dried herbs and a pinch of salt and pepper. Then I place the salmon pieces onto the baking pan with the vegetables and add lemon slices on top, and then I put the pan back into the oven for 10 more minutes. Serve the salmon and veggies with the sauce of choice. I made a super simple yogurt sauce. And here are all the ready meals. Those were all the meals I meal prepped today. The written recipes are in the description box. Let me know down in the comments if you have any wishes on what kind of recipes you would like to see next. Hope you tried the recipes. Enjoy!